Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another request from Marty. This one's called ICED. ICED, featuring Lisa Loring from the Addams Family TV series. She played Wednesday. She's naked in this. Let's check it out.
One last race, just you and me.
This is Jeff and Corey, rivals.
No, you back off. She's with me.
They're arguing over Trina also.
A duel to the death. The winner gets the damsels me.
So Jeff and Corey have some sort of a race on skis. Corey wins.
Hey! Hey man, you alright? It's like the timing in the clinic.
It appears that Jeff is crazy talking to himself.
Nothing serious. Nothing like that. But I tell them I ski the Alps, right? They don't even know the real reason I thought I finished with you.
Oh, come on, you heard her, pal. Come on, just leave.
This is all your fault, you son of a bitch.
Listen, the lady doesn't want to discuss this any further right now.
Jeff, we're friends. That's all. Sorry.
Corey wins the race and gets the girl. So anyway, dejected Jeff goes out skiing some more while Corey and Trina get it on. And then Jeff has a little accident. Is it suicide? Who knows, but it's enough to kill him. It's now 4 years later. Corey and Trina are married and they're going back to the same ski resort. And this time they brought along Lisa Loring.
Well, we had a fight.
She plays Jeanette.
Serious. He can't get away till later, so he'll get here eventually.
Alright, here we have a guy being stalked by a snowplow. A very slow-moving snowplow, yet he can't seem to get out of the way. And he ends up crushed. This is Carl. He's joining them also.
What are you doing here?
Good to see you, Jen.
Damn it! Carl!
Hey, Carl, man, you dirty dog, man, how you doing?
Jeanette has boy problems.
Called from the office and we had a fight. And so, I don't know, then we sort of made up and he said he'd come up later. You never can tell with Eddie.
This is John and Diane. They're joining them too.
That's what got me out here in the first place. Isolation.
You know what I think we should do when we get to the condo? Take a guilt survey.
Carl and Corey went skiing.
I thought the guy had a few loose screws, but I didn't think he was suicidal, though.
Hey, you know, with
They were talking about Jeff.
John and Diane coming, it's gonna be like old home week.
John and Diane arrive, and all the while, they're being watched. We recognize this view as the same guy who was driving that snowplow.
I'd like to keep it that way.
Now Carl's being a little creepy.
Carl.
Carl brought a gun with him too.
Be careful, all right? Yeah.
And this is Alex. He's like a realtor or something. He's going to try to I think he's letting him use his place to hopefully sell it or something.
Pardon me for saying this, but you all look prepared for a funeral or worse. Relax. This is just a social call. See, no contracts, no brochures.
Jeanette likes him right away.
Stay until it stops snowing.
It's supposed to snow all night.
I know. At least have a brandy before you go back out into the cold. Stay here.
Very funny. Hello?
Who's on the phone?
What did he say?
said, "This is Eddie. I'm here with Jeff now."
Eddie was killed by the snowplow.
He said, "I'm here with Jeff now."
So is it a ghost calling?
Eddie just called.
Boyfriend, and Jeff's
dead.
Jeff was a friend of ours who died in an accident. Jeff Stinson. What? Did you know him? No, but I thought he was coming with you. I mean, his name was on the list. What list? The list of people in your party.
What are you talking about?
This is John in the car. That's John in the car getting stabbed. That's John in the car getting stabbed with a ski pole. And John's girlfriend Diane. Here comes our serial killer with an icicle. You might remember Lisa Loring from the Addams Family. Here she is completely naked getting into a hot tub, which I couldn't show you much of. And here is Lisa Loring being electrocuted in that hot tub. Bear trap. Second bear trap. Our next victim. Trina finds Jeanette's frozen body in the hot tub and sees a sign that, or something that says Jeff was here. Trina finds her boyfriend Corey stabbed in the kitchen, so she runs out in her underwear, finds Jeff and Diane dead in the car, comes back in the house and calls Alex.
Hello?
Alex, I need help.
Trina, is that you?
Please come. They've all been murdered.
The killer's after her now.
Trina?
Alex?
It's Alex! I called the police. Where are you?
Alex?
That's our killer. Looks like Corey's still alive. And she decides to remove the killer's mask, and we see who it is. It's Alex.
I saved you for last. I know Jeff would want me to take real good care of you. You're gonna be joining him soon. Way back.
Remember when we thought Jeff was crazy, talking to himself in the beginning? He wasn't. He was talking to Alex.
We had a long talk. You told me all about you. I tried to help
And Alex
you.
is basically trying to get revenge. That was Corey who shot him. And that's the end of Alex. Now we fast forward, I think 5 years later, still. Trina, Corey, Snowman. What the hell? Oh Lord, what the hell is this? Alright, let's talk about the movie ICED. ICED is a movie that came out in 1988. It's kind of a slasher film. Came out in the late 80s. And I don't know if this was... I don't think it was direct-to-home video. I think this actually did play in the theaters. It must have been brief, though. It looks pretty inexpensively made, let's put it that way. It stars... Actually, who is starring in this movie? Lisa Loring is the only name that I really recognize. Oh, Deborah DeLiso. She's the star of this movie. She plays Trina. You may remember her from... she was the blonde in Slumber Party Massacre. She was one of the girls in the house. Other than that, her and Lisa Loring are the only people I recognize. Lisa Loring is a grown-up Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family. She was a little girl, Wednesday, in Addams Family. And she's in this movie showing her entire body. How about that? So anyway, it takes place out on a ski slopes or a ski resort somewhere. There's a challenge between these two guys, some sort of skiing competition. This guy, Corey wins, Jeff loses. Corey gets the girl. Jeff decides he basically commits suicide. He ends up getting distraught and he goes off this little cliff and he dies. It's not that big of a cliff, but whatever, he died. Then we fast forward, I think it's 4 years later, Corey is now married to Trina. There was kind of a love triangle between her and Jeff, and she kind of rejected Jeff and went with Corey. So now they're married. They're going back to this resort with some friends who were there years ago as well. And they get picked off one by one. There's a serial killer on the loose, and we're led to believe at some point, is it Jeff? Is he not dead? Has he come back? Even though there's a newspaper article mentioning that he died, everybody acknowledges that he's dead. And he basically, this guy, whoever this killer is, picks him off one by one. And again, we're led to believe it's Jeff. It turns out it's this guy, Alex, who is at the resort. He apparently was there 4 years ago as well, and he was a friend of Jeff's, and he's decided to get even, basically get revenge for Jeff, since Jeff can't do it anymore. Ultimately, we were left with Trina at the end, and Corey, who got shot, he manages to crawl and basically rescue Trina. Although she kicked the killer first, and then Alex shot him, and then Corey shot him, and Alex, the killer, fell out the window, and he fell to his death, and that's basically how the end of our movie. So anyway, again, kind of a typical 80s slasher movie. There's enough gore here to keep you interested. There's a few nude scenes thrown in. Of course, one of the highlights is Lisa Loring, Wednesday, from the Addams Family, gets completely naked, full frontal nudity. It's the only nude scene she ever did. She never did a whole lot of acting, period, after the Addams Family, but she showed it all in this one, right? And she was a good-looking woman as an adult, so there you go. So anyway, it is not available on DVD. If you look around online, you'll find somebody actually made a mock-up Blu-ray box of this for Code Red, but it doesn't actually exist. It's not a real Code Red Blu-ray or DVD. It doesn't exist. It only exists on VHS. So I will leave a link down below. I actually do have the VHS tape for this. I picked it up years ago. I never actually watched the film though until now. But I'll leave a link to Amazon if you want to buy it. Unfortunately, it's kind of pricey. It's like $62 or something if you want this movie. I'm not sure why, but it is what it is, right? So anyway, let me know what you think about Iced, or if you've even seen this movie. Leave some comments down below and let's talk about it. It's Iced. Watch it. Bye.